Right, so a little overview. What do I know about the game? Don't know a great deal about the game. I guess what I was thinking in terms of doing videos going forward was that it'd be quite nice to just have people's honest thoughts and opinions, I guess, as they own the game and process through it, and the longevity of certain games, etc. I know when I'm buying a game or looking to buy a game, I end up trawling YouTube and trying to watch people's reviews and feedback and gameplay footage and blah blah blah, reliability issues they've had and all that sort of stuff. So I've never owned a Johhny before. I've never really played one much before. It's one that's always been on the radar. It's always been a sort of considered a little bit of a sleeper, I think, a little bit of an underdog game. Generally a little cheaper than your average Williams game of this era. So I guess if we just start and give my first impressions, I think artwork-wise, I think the playfield is awesome. I think this game obviously has got some...
Don't be a zombie, play pinball!
Yep. This game's got side blades and stuff, which adds a lovely little bit to the internal look of it. I do love mirror blades or art blades on this, but generally I think the art package and stuff is great. I mean, it's got some questionable portraits, but as pinball goes, these are pretty good. I think the artwork on Johnny there on the playfield's pretty good, and the black glass is I think it's almost photographic if it isn't photographic. Yeah, colours and stuff on the playfield are great. It's a little dark, I guess, colour palette wise, but it looks great, and like the LED insert pop, I'm not massively keen on coloured LED behind the coloured inserts. I generally just put white, warm white for GI, and sometimes white, cool white for the inserts. I kind of prefer that. But the cabinet art, this one has got your typical fade on both sides really. The one side's slightly better than the other, but the red is almost completely bleached out. And I think the actual art itself on the side is, it's alright. It's pretty average. I think it's not sort of a machine you would display for its side art, but I'm fortunate enough to have a few games, so when it's in the lineup that doesn't bother me so much at all. Shots and flow and layout so far, first impressions are great. I just absolutely love the looping shots. The ramps, it gets so fast, it's almost too fast actually. You can't, if you really loop a few loops quickly together, it bounces around so quick you can almost miss them. But the layout I think is just fantastic. It just has lovely flow, which it reminds me a little bit actually of little dolphin noise there. Is that an Easter egg, or is there a dolphin in the movie? I don't know. Yeah, the sort of flow reminds me a little bit of Indy 500, the same sort of speed that you can get. But yeah, I love that. Sound and music seems pretty awesome. Again, I'm not that familiar with the film. I have seen it, but years ago, and I remember being pretty underwhelmed by it. But the call-outs and stuff are not the original actors. I believe it's all voice acted. But actually sounds pretty good. If Keanu copies of Keanu voice is the sort of thing that you're after. But yeah, there's some funny call-outs, some proper 90s cheese. I don't know who the guy who mimicking Ice Cube is, but he's quite funny. Don't be a zombie, play pinball, all that stuff. But yeah, first impressions of that are pretty good. What else is there? I guess toys. A lot of people don't like the glove. The glove is a little. My first impressions are a little clunky. I quite like the way the ball shoots up and the magnet, you drop it over there. I've had a couple of small issues already with it not initialising properly, where the glove was in the wrong place, or when it's firing up the ball, it was missing the magnet and not picking it up, so you couldn't put it into multi-ball. I know you can in the settings turn the glove off, but yeah, it's kind of part of the game. I mean, I quite like the feature at the moment, but it feels a little clunky, and certainly whilst recording now with the glass off, you can really hear the motors whirring away. So I might have a little bit of mooch of that, just make sure they're greased up and all sort of mechanically looks okay. But so far, no dramas at all. I quite like it when the ball locks in the matrix thing at the back there, the sort of telephone keypad type thing. I'm not sure what that's called, but it flicks it forward and the balls start multi-ball. That's pretty cool. So I guess for toys that's about it. But you got a nice little spinner there, and the ramps are great. Yeah, I mean, I guess I try not to think about the finances and money in pinball, but invariably these days it's just such a common theme given the price of the new games and how much the money of some of the older games have gone up to. But I think, like, bang for buck, I think this is awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy so far. It plays great, and in fact, I've had a couple of people have come. I've had a couple of new games recently, and this one seems to be the one getting most attention so far. So we shall see how that changes in a few months' time. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I would say that it's a good. I don't know, should I be giving marks out of 10? But I mean, right now I'm pretty impressed. So far, I'd say a good 7.5, 8 out of 10. I'm really enjoying it. First impressions are great. It's the first machine at the moment I seem to be turning on to play. It's sort of easy enough for my skill level to feel like I could probably get to wizard mode. I'm definitely not the best pinball player in the world by any stretch, although just a keen enthusiast. But I sort of, a game that isn't impossible to finish sort of gives me a little bit of hope, so I tend to get a little bit more stuck into that. So yeah, I'll definitely sort of revisit it in a few months, maybe sort of 5-6 months, and see how I'm feeling there, and see whether it's a stayer, a keeper. But at the moment, it definitely is a keeper. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. I'd love a comment. I'm Kilgore Pinball on Instagram, so I post quite a lot on there as well, and new pickups, new machines, bits and bobs that I'm up to, and hopefully do a few more little sort of, I guess, just other pinball related videos, not just playthroughs and game reviews and that sort of stuff, but upgrades and anything to do with me and what I'm doing with pinball, basically. So if that's of interest, hit the subscribe button and drop me a message. Cheers.
Access code 2 activated. Go for the right move.
Got to get through this crowd. Who are all these people? Got to get through this crowd.
Basic love with different buttons.
Got to get through this crowd.
Access just conquered.